Find the Flesh Market close. It could be mistaken for any other darkened causeway in the city. It sits among the shops and tourist traps, relatively non-threatening, and can be used as a shortcut to get to the station if you're in a particular hurry. The name can be justified through some who point out that flesh markets were a local term for butchers, and through others who suggested a hangout for women of the first vocation. These are incorrect. There is a market on the close, but flesh is not the product, it is the currency. Market hours are dusk until dawn, and the entrance fee of one mouthful of your own blood. Prepare a glass and progress down the alley. As you get halfway down, swig from the glass and spit it against the wall. The blood will coagulate and become sort of a scab, flaking away quickly and becoming a rather anticlimactic door. Stepping through is disorienting, as logic will tell you you are stepping into a building. The space you are stepping into has no walls, with darkness shrouding the edges. It is here at the number that a number of stalls are set up, run by individuals who look like market traders from across the globe. From Arabian merchants to Cockney grocers to New York street con men. All of their clothes are splattered with blood and woeful. These figures will entice you to come speak with them and gesture to numerous signs around their stalls regarding the sales they are currently having. Upon approaching one of the stalls, they will start to pressure you to make a deal with them. You are certainly welcome to do so, and the products available are certainly worth consideration. Starting at the cheap end of the spectrum, you may wish to offer them one breath. A lungful will net you knowledge of the weather for the next day. It itself, a rather pointless purchase in this day of age of smartphones, but centuries ago invaluable. Taking this offer will result in the seller reaching out with his hand flattened, then quickly grasping it into a fist. The air will literally be stolen from your lungs and cause a few moments of gasping as you catch your breath. Are you attached to your fingers? How attached? Do you reckon you could do without your little finger? This sale will provide you with instant forgiveness from any one person you desire for any wrongs you may have encroached upon them. Agreeing to this will cause the trader to grin and shout, "One Getsubume special," coming right up, and they will lunge forward and grab your wrist, pinning it to the table. Don't resist, because no one likes a tough sell. A flash of steel and you'll be minus one digit. Just remember, you can only pay twice. Now make no mistake, it will hurt. There will probably be a lot of blood, and if you don't take care of the wound, may even get infected. As the price goes up, you may want to consider taking precautions regarding what you may trade. Tourniquets and sutures would certainly not go amiss. Now some of the trades will seem familiar and may hark to the stories and legends that have existed for millennia. This is the influence the market has had on our culture, leaching in over the centuries. A pound of flesh will make it impossible for the next person you make to make a trade to regain on that deal. Especially useful if you don't trust the company you keep. It is no use within the market, as all traders here are trustworthy and will honor a purchase to the letter and spirit. Best leave this transaction until last. How about one of your eyes? Depth perception's overrated anyways. Offering one of them up will allow you to converse with our avian friends. You will be able to call down birds from the trees, and they will be able to answer any questions you may have. It is advisable you avoid ravens. They have their own agenda, and it is not in your best interest. The salesman will grab you around the throat and slowly pry his fingers into the socket. A snap of the wrist, and your visual organ will rest in their palm. Another snap, and it will disappear. It is at this point where you may want to consider stronger measures to ensure your survival of payment. In this strange little world of ours, the market is hardly the strangest. Artifacts and incantations exist that can allow the body to continue to function long past the point at which the mortal coils will be shuffled from. One or two can be picked up here, but few are willing to live without their sexual organs. It seems eternity is that little bit colder without the ability to get your rocks off. I'm not going to go into it, but let's just say it's unpleasant and quite messy. At this point, the price has become a little more vital. What would you take for your stomach? In this deal, it would merit you the ability to understand the desires of anyone you talk to, whilst you converse with them. Your mind will be filled with images of which they covet most. This will provide a significant advantage to any budding salesman, and the deal has been taken up by several of the stallholders themselves, actually. Some may argue that such a gift would be more poetically suited to the heart. That vascular muscle, however, is part of an all different deal together. By bartering with your heart, you can guarantee the happiness of any individual for the rest of their life, however that long that may or may not be. The removal of these types of organs can be significantly painful, but the dealers will allow you a moment to prepare yourself before they produce a short, keen blade. One practice swipe later, and they will be digging into your tissues. They have unerring accuracy and a level of cleanliness that rivals any surgeon. Now, it is to be acknowledged in some places that once the deal has been sealed, a buyer may have second thoughts and may want to back out. This is not one of those places. Most of the contract is left unspoken, but you are expected to have done your research, and the buyout clauses are killer. While most of the body can be put on the table, there are limitations. The fact of the matter is that the brain is the seat of sentience and cannot be fully placed in. I say fully that there was one individual who offered to lobotomize the part of the brain that holds memory as a part of the deal. In return, he cannot remember what it is he received. I hear he suffered night terrors the rest of his days. Now, at this point, I'll offer a warning. Up until now, I have detailed the price list for your own body parts. Whatever you do, do not attempt to purchase anything in the market with the organs of another. Every figure in the market will stop and stare at you, and the one you attempt to defraud will scream, "That is not yours to trade!" Whatever it is you've tried to barter with, that body part will literally be taken from you as punishment. A very literal eye for an eye. Despite whatever theological perspectives you may hold, offering your own soul will elicit the same result. There have been many theories postulated for this response, but honestly, the answer just is we don't know. The market has been trading in blood and bone for as long as civilization has existed. Though the entrance has moved from, city to city, many have visited and shook hands with the butchers. Though not quite as many got those hands back. A smart man would wonder how it is these individuals are capable of honoring the deals they broker. A smarter man would ask himself why his body parts are of such high value in this economy. Just understand that it's all just a part of supply and demand. As long as there are fools willing to supply, you needn't concern yourself with who is doing the demanding.